Today is May 25th, 2025, and right now across the United States, we already have some storms brewing across the south here. And tonight, when I'm making this video, things are going to get turning into a whole lot of heck. So, today's video, we're going to be going over all the flooding that's been going on, by the way. And that's going for like the next, 4 to 5 days, and also severe weather, too. And that's what we're going to be talking about in today's video. Now, yesterday when I made a weather video about this, there was only a enhanced risk for kind of like central Oklahoma, but now they actually extended that to northern Texas, and now over here in northern Mississippi, eastern Arkansas, and northwestern Alabama. So they've actually increased that to over there now. We even have a slight risk that goes into New Mexico, going almost all the way up into Colorado. So this event has expanded throughout the whole day, and it's going to get a whole lot worse. Luckily, the tornado chance hasn't changed besides them adding this new area over here in northern Mississippi, but we have a 5% chance of tornadoes within northern Texas and southeastern Oklahoma. Same thing with over here with like northern Mississippi and eastern Arkansas. But we have a larger 2% happening from even Denver, Colorado, through the OKC metro area, even a little bit of Dallas-Fort Worth too. A little bit of Little Rock, and a little bit of Birmingham. Hail threat isn't, I don't think it's going to be our biggest threat, but the wind threat, but I still will go over the hail threat, but we do have ourselves a 30% chance of a hail threat within southern Oklahoma and northern Texas, so along kind of like the Red River Valley, and we also do have a larger hatch risk area around that area too, and again, this will go all the way towards, northern Alabama too, as we see the storms move through. And then for the wind threat, we had two areas of 30% chance of, wind damage, wind threat. And we do also have that significant, hatch risk. So 70, 75 plus mile per hour winds are definitely possible with these cells. And even might not even be one, but it could be multiple rounds coming in too. We also do have ourselves a moderate risk for flash flooding for tonight. Tulsa and Oklahoma City. You guys in eastern Oklahoma could be seeing some of the worst of the flooding. And also areas like the DFW area, Little Rock, and even a little bit of Memphis, Tennessee too. We could be seeing some flooding as well. Flooding, that still will continue throughout the south into tomorrow, and still the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Now areas like Shreveport too. Maybe even a little bit of northern Mississippi and the western half of Tennessee, as well as like northern Alabama, so around the Huntsville area, could be seeing some flash flooding. Now, we can see throughout, the evening time into overnight is that these storms will ramp up in the middle of the night. Now, we can see, these storms already in northern Texas and Oklahoma are starting to form, and we do see that, line of storms already moving through, out here. And this is where we could definitely see a damaging wind threat, as a line of storms will be moving through, and we could still see embedded hail and tornadoes throughout those line of storms. Then we can see that another line of storms will begin to form, as well as the more scattered thunderstorms kind of behind it. So any of these discrete scales could also be producing some tornadoes. So the line will still continue moving as we get into New Orleans, past, Jackson, Mississippi, moving into, Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, and Montgomery, Alabama's. And you can see that behind this, we have more discrete cells happening in Texas. And this will probably be going into, tomorrow, where we will see severe weather, where our slight risk is over here. So yeah, beware of that. And remember, always have your phone on, because if your phone is not on, you won't wake up and a tornado is already going to meet you right at your doorstep. So you got to make sure that either have to have a weather radio on or your phone notifications having to be on. Even something simple as like severe weather. Hey, your window could bust down or whatever. You got large hail. So you got to make sure if you do that. For the rest of the country, we are going to be seeing these storms kind of move through the whole south here, and this is where we're going to be seeing a lot of our flooding. As we kind of get into Tuesday into Wednesday, we can see that rain will move up into the mid-Atlantic, into the northeast here, and this is where we can see some flooding too, because a low kind of thing will develop, and we could see, just a little tiny nor'easter. Now, it's still a couple days out, so this could still change, but or seeing the idea of it actually kind of moving out to the ocean, then we could have a disturbance behind this one that could still be moving through the southeast into the mid-Atlantic here. And that could still be moving through, and that could still cause a lot of flooding here. And then kind of after that, things will become uncertain, but there could be a chance that another low will develop over the Rocky Mountains here to see some weather. Now, this video is short, that I know, because I've been doing some stuff today, and I needed to make a quick video. So, sorry if it's a little short for you, but if you guys like to see a new Hunt Blocks video, make sure you guys like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.